AB 841, sponsored by Fox and jointly offered by my colleague, Assemblymember Portantino, does two things. First, it will require, after July 1st, 2010, that sex offenders register email addresses with law enforcement on the same form they already use to report their physical address under current law. This will enable social networking websites to track and expel them from these locations. Second, the bill makes it a felony for an adult to lie about his or her age with the intent to use the internet to attempt to commit or facilitate specified sex offenders. In an environment where children, 1 in 6 boys and 1 in 4 girls, will be molested before they reach the age of 18, we must do more to ensure their safety. On internet use specifically, a 2006 survey from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children found 19% of children have met face-to-face with someone they first met online. 10% have met an online acquaintance of a different age face-to-face. 1 in 7 children admit to receiving an unwanted sexual solicitation online, and only 5% report unwanted sexual solicitation to a parent or law enforcement. California has the highest number of sex offenders in the United States, 85,000 it's estimated. Florida, where a similar bill is pending, has the next highest with 50,000. Not a distinction we should be proud of. I see this bill as a common sense use of technology to protect our children. As the father of 2 daughters, I want to know that we use every means available to make the internet safer. Banks and financial institutions use credit history to determine credit risk. Restaurants use technology to verify the validity of credit cards. Let's offer chat rooms the ability to screen sex offenders. Let's allow law enforcement to have the tools to protect our children. Because recidivism is foreseeable, sex offenders are required to submit these addresses and other personal information. This discussion took place when Megan's Law was pending. The decision was made when that legislation was enacted and posting of sex offenders were placed on the internet. AB 841 is not a revisiting of those decisions. It is not an extension of Megan's Law. It acknowledges that the world has changed and policy must change to continue these protections. Assemblymember Orton and I are communicating with the Attorney General's office and law enforcement to ensure that this bill conforms with justice law and does not expand or narrow Megan's Law, but accomplishes its goal, which is to protect children and adults from predators over the internet. Assemblymember Orton will offer some comments.